Oh, we got one more.
There. Hey!
Yeah.
This is
Yeah, we
Pitch
got Jeff.
Nerve. I'm here with my guy Chromium, and we're casting, unofficially of course, a game between the Purple Playhouse and Rebirth. Right now, we're just waiting for all the teams to get into the arena, so I hope you don't mind if we just sit here and chat for a while.
All right. Do y'all make an announcement for unofficial cast?
I do put something in the casting events, and I ping events. The only thing I don't do is I don't publish that to other Discord sites because it's not official.
True. But some have them set up to where like they automatically sends the message.
Yeah, you can
Like,
if
the
you
message is
subscribe. You can subscribe,
Yeah.
but I just don't publish it, so it doesn't push it out. It just gets the people just get the ping if they have the events tagged. And the stream
Gotcha.
is working. I have no idea. There's only 2 people watching, which is not surprising as unofficial cast, but you know, whatever. It's always much prettier when we have somebody like Dana with Fabulous, the whole package, and it just looks so good.
Oh yeah. Got the animation, like all the special scoreboards.
Oh, did you see his instant replay thing?
I have not watched the cast. I've always been busy during it.
You have got to see his instant replay thing. It is so cool. It's kind of retro, but it's so cool.
I do need to see it. The stream, the VOD should be there, right?
Yep, they're going to be on the Zero Gravity League Twitch channel.
All right, yeah.
They
I'll go ahead and
delete
take
after a
look.
few days, so you might want to look sooner than later.
Yeah, sooner.
Oh boy. And of course we have a player that is in here.
Oh, we
Waiting-
gotta keep the tradition going.
Waiting on a Rebirth player. And let's see, we have Det. Who the hell is Det?
That. That is a good question. Let me do a little bit of research.
I see Quacky here. Oh, there's Det. Okay, Det is on the team. And hey, look, we have a 4th player.
We have Giddy.
We can, let's see. Here, ready up. So I've sent the command for the teams to ready up, and just so the people watching, all 3 of you can know, on the orange side is the Purple Playhouse with Bitter Waffles, Sam, Jag, and JJ. On the blue side is Rebirth with Quacky, McBubbles, Det, and Guinea. And with me tonight, if you weren't listening earlier, is my guy Chromium.
Hello, everyone.
We have a B-Love watching. Hello, B-Love. And I actually did get your message earlier, and my suggestion is to fill out a casting application. I can't get you the link right now, but if you ask on one of the league channels on the Discord, somebody will surely pull that up for you.
Does B-Love want to join us in the booth at one point?
Yes, they do.
Let's see.
I do believe one of those teams have readied up. Maybe. Oh, they've both readied up.
Both
So
teams.
we're going to have a match in just a few seconds. My guy, take it away.
All right, this is a very interesting match. My first cast of Zero Gravity League, but it does look like we are going to have Jag getting the disc as he does pass it all the way over to Bitter Waffle. Bitter Waffle passing on the floor to Jim Jim. Jim Jim going for that first 2-point attempt, but unfortunately it does hit the ding ring. We do have Blue getting it, but Blue gets stunned out as we do have Jag getting the recovery. Jag resetting it to Sam. Sam trying to go it all the way down to Jim Jim, but unfortunately it is an awkward bounce. But it is still in Jag's hands. Does Jag go for another freestyle? And he does hit the freestyle off the backboard for the first 2 points of the game.
And off the backboard, it is Jag. Absolutely. It is Purple Playhouse up by 2 in the first 30 seconds of the game. But it will be a Rebirth offensive joust in just a couple seconds. And out of the tubes they come. It is Guinea grabbing that disc, immediately going to the ceiling, passing left over to Quacky. Quacky setting it forward to absolutely nobody there. Bounces off the geometry, going a little free there, and it is recovered by somebody on the Rebirth team over to McBubbles. McBubbles going to dive. Little laggy there. Does catch the 2 points, however, and it's a tie game.
Absolutely. A little bit of a look like rubber banding going from McBubbles, but hey, the disc still went in, you know? Can't really complain about that. They still got 2 points, tied it up. But I do wonder, however, how Team Purple Playhouse will respond, as we do have Sam getting to Sam, immediately passing left tunnel to Jim, throwing it opposite to Jag. Jag just going to walk this downfield until he gets pretty much pressured. And as he does pass to Bitter Waffle now gonna pass it on over to Jag. Is Jag gonna go for that cut pass? No, he's gonna take it on the stun goalie for 2 points for Team Purple Playhouse.
That's right, and that gives them a 2-point advantage. You know, I'm watching the pings on this team, and it does appear that Rebirth is having higher pings, bursting up to 100 milliseconds for Quacky and McBubbles, but they do have the offensive joust out of the tubes. It is Quacky with the disc going right side tunnel. It's going to bounce around. It's not caught, and it's going to be stolen away by Jim. But no, it's grabbed back. It can go back and forth a little bit. Jim does recover with this and has control, sends it right through center, and who is up there? It's nobody, but we're gonna have chase it down, and Bitter is able to grab it and puts it in the back of the goal for another 2 points, extending the Purple Playhouse lead to 4.
Absolutely. I don't want to put a little bit of caster curse on it, but I am seeing a little bit of dominance coming from Team Purple Playhouse. Now, I'm not a big fan of bias, but in my opinion, I did have kind of like Team Rebirth. I thought, in my opinion, would kind of be on top in the beginning, but it does look like Purple Playhouse is proving me wrong. But as we do have that failed left relay, as Quacky misses the disc, but that's okay. We have Det going in, just throwing it in for 2 points. Goalie with stun, no need to be fancy, just a quick 5 meters on the cross pocket.
Absolutely, and that pays off their debt to the team, and now they're only down by 2, which I guess is still a little debt after all. We're going to have the offensive joust by the Purple Playhouse. Out of the tubes they come. The disc is grabbed by Sam. Sam going right side over to Jag. Jag sending it right through the tunnel over to Bitter. Bitter is going to lose that disc, however. It's going to be a free-for-all. Jim's chasing it, but there's the stack for Purple. Jag with the disc. Jag going to just drop it right in. Plop. That's it. 2 points and extending their lead back to 4.
Absolutely. We are still seeing that 4-point lead. And I don't know if that's your cat or your dog. Hopefully it's your cat, but I hear a little bit of rustling going on in the background. Is that your cat?
That's actually my dog.
Aw. Well, I do want to say hi to your cat wherever he is, that toasty guy, but we do have Mr. Guinea pushing forward. Mr. Guinea gets snatched by Jim. That is a loose disc. Will the stack be there to recover? No, it's going to get Jim. Jim just putting it in for a free 2 points on no goalie, extending the lead by 6 points.
Well, and they just played that in slow motion. It was almost painful to watch. It's like, oh my God, are they going to make it? Oh my God, here it comes. And oh, really slow. That's so painful in the arena when you're just waiting for that stack to mug you. And out of the tubes, it is Rebirth. Guinea with the disc going right side tunnel over to McBubbles. McBubbles cross court over to Det and forward to Quacky. Quacky resetting back to Det, and Det all the way across trying to get McBubbles, but it's not going to get caught and stolen away by the Purple Playhouse. And Sam's going to send it over to Jag. Jag backing up a little bit, resets it over to Bitter Waffle, and Bitter sends it left side tunnel, but it doesn't quite make it through, and it's going to be a stun fest for the disc where the Purple Playhouse and Jag recovers, sends it through the tunnel, but bounces off the geometry. Once again, there's a race there. It's snatched by Guinea for Rebirth, sent right back through. Now Det with the disc. It's going to go back and forth right through the center over to McBubbles. McBubbles gets stunned out, loses the disc, going to slap it around. It is a loose disc. It is going to get recovered by Bitter Waffle going left side, stolen by Guinea. Guinea gets stunned out. This is almost Echo Combat. They are just beating each other to death in there. I mean, hell with the disc. Let's just stun each other. It's back and forth. No goals in the last minute or two. Just a whole lot of stunning. Guinea with the disc, not getting attacked quite yet. Passing it over to Det. Det's going to bring it across and takes the shot. 2 points, and that was a well-earned 2 points for Rebirth.
Absolutely. It was just a quick back and forth between stun and stun, steal and steal, loose disc. Who's going to get there first? It took a whole minute and 17 seconds for Rebirth to finally put up 2 points. But it's like, do you know the saying, slow is smooth and smooth is fast? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Sure.
All right, so that I guess it's not a common saying, but that's a saying that I know. But it's like kind of what I'm seeing with Purple Playhouse, you know? They're not doing any fancy moves, but maybe they get that fancy move with Jim off the little ground there, throwing it in cross. But, you know, they're playing it pretty smoothly. They're not doing any fancy moves. They're just stacking, getting the disc, not making those quick, sharp, you know, quick bounce off Geo plays. They're just doing what has to get done.
Hey, that's all you do. And you know what, though? They're only getting 2-point shots here. And Rebirth only needs 2 goals, 3-point goals, but only needs 2 goals to tie the game. They're going to reset it back. It's back to Guinea now. Guinea going right through center left, all the way across to Det. Det cross court to Quacky. Quacky back to Det. And there is a goalie there. It's going to be hard for that 3-point. Tries to take the shot. Sam saves it, however. It's recovered by, I think that was Guinea or Det. I'm not sure who had it. It's going to go back and forth. Det is able to put it in, however, for another 2 points. And they're down by 4.
Absolutely. That was a very beautiful slap coming from Guinea. You know, it went, you know, I don't know if you saw that, went past the bow tie, slapped it straight up to Det.
Yep.
Det went for that backboard attempt, but hey, it still went in as they got the recovery. But that was a very beautiful, quick slap. But let's see how Purple Playhouse responds with Sam passing it over to Jim. Jim passing it over to Jag. Jag, is he going to go over the 3-point attempt? No, it is off the ding ring. Barely, as we got Bitter Waffle going to cross that over to Jag. Jag going to reset it back to Jim. Jim got a little bit of butter on his hands. Was not able to get that, but he still gets it as he does reset to Sam. But Sam is stolen by Quacky. What will Quacky do? He's going to reset it all the way back to McBubbles. McBubbles is going to throw it. Unfortunately, did not get it, but no. Quacky's there for the recovery. Hey, they may not throw it down the field, but they're still there for the recovery. As we do have the half-court attempt, unfortunately, it hit the pyramid, but that's okay. They hit that very beautiful top pocket. McBubbles with the 2, extending it only to a 2-point lead.
Wow, and there's still 2 minutes remaining. There is plenty of time for a mere 2 points. 1 goal. Hell, go for a 3-pointer, take the lead. But first, you have to get the disc from the Purple Playhouse, and they have the offensive joust. Out of the tubes they come. It is Sam with the disc. Sam's going to go right down the center to Bitter Waffle. Bitter's going to bring it forward, and a nice pass over to Jim. Jim bringing it forward and pass. Oh, but stolen away by Quacky. Going left side now, bouncing off the walls. Who's going to recover this? It is going to be Quacky with the disc in their own bubble. Stolen by Sam. Sam's going to bring it down. Sam loses the disc, and it's going to get cleared out by Det. This is insane. It's going back and forth. We have 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining. Guinea with the disc. Guinea going half court. No, it was a pass, but stolen away by Jag. Jag's going to send it right back over to Sam. Sam sending it back into the blue zone, into the blue bubble, in and out. Jag with the disc. Jag dropping it down, go for the shot, 2 points, and a 3-point shot at that, and they're up by 5.
The first 3 points of the round and the game. And you know what? They just showed it doesn't have to be fast. It doesn't have to be placement. It was an 11-meter 3 just to solidify the first 3 of the game, you know? No need to be fancy about it, but let's see how they will respond. With 40 seconds, they need 5 points. As we have McBubbles with a beautiful steal coming from Bitter Waffle. Jim going, putting another 3 on the board for Purple Playhouse and making it an 8-point lead. And I do believe that is the end of the round, but that does not mean this is the end of the game, as we do have maybe a Rebirth comeback and also opportunity to get more points on the board.
Wow, and a Rebirth player did just drop. We're down to just Guinea, McBubbles and Quacky. And on the offensive joust, Rebirth just headbutts it forward, trying to get it out of the zone, and Quacky's going to send it all the way forward into the... Almost into the goal. Not quite, however. 4 seconds remaining. It's going to get cleared out of the bubble. It's free-floating. It doesn't matter. This round is over with the Purple Playhouse at 18 and Rebirth at 10.
Absolutely. That was almost a very beautiful full-court attempt coming from McBubbles. I honestly thought they were going to let it in. It looked like it was, but unfortunately it did hit that ding ring. But I wonder what happened to that other Team Rebirth member.
I honestly don't. That's I'm not even sure who it was, to be honest with you. Wow.
It was Det.
Okay, yes, it was Det. I do expect that they'll be calling a timeout as soon as it resets the clock. Hey, you know, we saw all that stunning going on, and it looks like Purple Playhouse has lost a player. We saw all that stunning going on. If you're into the violence and if you're into that kind of thing, check out Echo Combat. Just like Echo Arena, it is also back. If you go on to the Echo VR Lounge, and that's the Discord server you had to go on to get the thing installed after the shutdown, you can find they even have a league for Echo Combat. So check that out also, because everybody loves Echo, and the servers, we have a healthy set of servers to support the game. And have fun.
Absolutely. I don't know if B-Love is still in the chat, but I did go ahead and shoot her a DM with the form. Oh, and we do have that pause coming from Team Rebirth. But I did go ahead and shoot her that zero gravity application for casting, and maybe if she joins the staff or the production team.
Hey, you know what? We love having people. We love having casters. I'm not sure if B-Love is fluent with cams or not, but if you're fluent with cams, we'd love to have you.
Absolutely. I'd love to have more casters. You know, you got a couple active people, not me. This is actually my first, I guess, cast of zero gravity. So not that active, but we definitely do need cams.
We're only in week 3.
You know what's one person I do wonder if we're ever gonna see?
Who's that?
Palador. I do see him sitting there in offline mode, but I wonder if he's gonna come back.
I don't know. Well, he is a caster and he is a moderator of the league, so who knows?
That is a good question. Who will know? Because I do know he was in a couple other leagues, wasn't very active there, but I do hope he does decide to show up one day and just say like, "Hey, I'd like to cast."
You know what? If people like you and I show how much passion we have for this game and how exciting it is to cast it, that will drag him back into it.
I do hope so. You know, casting has been a very great privilege of mine that I've been fortunately able to do thanks to the support of everyone in the Echo community. And I hope that like you said, that passion that she's shown can help spark old casters and maybe potentially even new casters. Maybe the next Sir Dimwee for all we know.
You know what? I think Dimwee is completely gone from Echo. I think he even stated he will never cast another Echo game.
Yeah, sadly, but maybe that next generational caster, because I know he was such a great caster in VRML for Echo. He got a spot with another Axiom for Orion Drift,
Yep.
you know? And maybe we have that next generational talent just sitting in here watching the cast and they go, huh, maybe I want to try casting. And it turns out they're the next Sir Dimwee, the next Palador, the next duo.
You know what? All it takes, I know I'm oversimplifying it a lot, but all it really takes to cast really well is a passion for the game. If you love this game, any other issues you have with casting can be easily overcome.
Absolutely. You know, I've seen during EML, that league, you know, during finals, I saw people like willing to cast so much they were just giving comms off their phone. I had to stream the Echo game so they could, you know, give a little bit of sideline casting, but they grabbed their phone in the middle of class giving a cast. Like college class, you know.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
I don't know if you remember the player Sinnoh. That's what he would do.
Oh
He'd
my
connect his
God.
AirPods and start casting.
How did he watch the game?
I casted it, screen share.
No way. Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. We got people in the Twitch chat asking what's going on. We're between rounds 1 and 2. Purple Playhouse did win round 1, and before round 2 started, Rebirth did pause the clock for a technical. I assume they have lost a player, and we're just waiting for that person to come back.
I do wonder if they're gonna come back soon. I really hope so because I did place an Uber Eats order before the cast.
Oh no! What did you order?
I went for the tried and true McDonald's.
Oh,
Can't go
McDonald's
wrong.
sucks when it's cold.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially the fries if they're not eaten like as soon as they get out of the fryer.
Oh man, how could you do an Uber for fries though? I mean, they're gonna be cold when you get them.
Not just fries though. I got a 10-piece McNugget meal.
You need barbecue sauce also.
Absolutely, that's my go-to barbecue, the McDonald's barbecue.
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
they have this like chili one too. I don't remember the sauce. It's like a chili sauce. Really great.
Wow. You know what? I don't do Uber orders. I get in my car and go get it.
See, I would, but then I got your ping saying, "Hey, would you like to do this cast?" And I was like, you know what? I would like to do this cast.
Oh,
So my plans got changed.
well, I'm sorry if I screwed up your dinner.
I mean, it's better than sitting there eating alone at the booth at McDonald's. I think of a better way, like right now, sitting here casting.
I'm trying to remember what time they paused at. I guess it really doesn't matter. I know
Oh,
Kano is in the Twitch chat, so I'm sure he's keeping track.
we do have an unpause.
Do we?
We do have an unpause.
Oh. Oh, I guess they're going to play
you-
this out 3v4.
Absolutely. Would you like to take over this joust?
Sure, we have the neutral joust, and out of the tubes, it is going to be Purple Playhouse headbutting the disc into the blue zone. Going to get recovered by Jim Jim. Jim Jim's looking for that long shot, but there is a goalie there waiting for the team. Takes the shot anyway, but Giddy is easily able to save that and sends it right back over to McBubbles, who clears it the rest of the way and into the... Whoa! Into the Purple Playhouse goal for a beautiful 3 points at a mere 10 meters per second.
I don't even think that was a clear. I think that was a calculated shot. I think that was kind of like a close-up Kung shot. That was a very beautifully executed plan. We do have Sam walking the disc forward. This is a 3v4, so I wonder how their mechanics is going to be. It's going to be Purple Playhouse keeping that stack stunned. What's going to happen? As we do have Jim Jim passing over to Bitter Waffle. Bitter Waffle taking that 2-point on the goalie and landing it.
Yeah, but you know what? They're still down by 1 point. You have a man advantage and you're down by 1. Not the greatest way to start the game, but you know, well, we're going to see what's going to happen. It's going to be a Rebirth offensive joust. We have, over 8.5 minutes. Out of the tubes, it's Guinea with the disc. Guinea dancing around a little bit, sends it right side to McBubbles. McBubbles is able to escape the defenders, sends it cross court to Quacky. Quacky resetting it to Guinea. Guinea bringing it forward, passing it over to McBubbles. McBubbles creeping forward, getting there. There is a goalie in the bubble, and it's going to get reset back to Guinea. Guinea bringing it forward, and remember they are at a man advantage, and Guinea gets stunned out, and the disc is Jim Jim, sending it all the way through the left tunnel. Here's the stack. Here's Sam on the backboard and right back out of the bubble. Ouch, that's gotta hurt. It's going to be recovered finally by Sam once again, who gets stunned out, and Guinea steals the disc, clearing it out right through center. But there is the Purple Playhouse stack, and Jag with the disc going left side and through the trench to Sam. Sam below the goal, waiting for their team to catch up. Nice pass over to Bitter Waffle. Bitter sends it in across the backboard, where Jag puts it in for 2 points, and they take the lead.
Absolutely. They take the lead. But the war isn't over, as we do have Det joining us, finally. As we do have another 4v4 again, no longer a 3v4. So maybe the tides change. Maybe it's Team Rebirth going ahead, because we did see they held them to a minute with just a 3v4. But we do have Guinea off the ceiling, ducking under that stack, passing it over to McBubbles. McBubbles stunned out by that stack. Let's see what Bitter Waffle will do, as he does decide to throw it up to Jim Jim. Jim Jim throwing it to Jag. Jag, is he going to take the 2 on the goalie? He is just gonna throw it same side. Guinea confused on what's happening, maybe Chicago, but we never know, as we do have a 3-point lead for Team Purple Playhouse.
That absolutely was a Chicago, and welcome back to Chicago. This is a Chicago server, so it only makes sense, right? And out of the tubes, it is Rebirth. And Guinea with the disc going left side tunnel, but bounces off the wall and stolen by Bitter Waffle. Not able to hold on, but Sam is going to catch up to the disc and takes the 3-point shot. And that's it. It is Purple Playhouse 9, Rebirth with 3.
Absolutely. Very beautiful 3 coming from Sam here. Now, I do believe, no, I was mistaken. I was about to say Sam was the lead scorer, but Sam, that was actually Sam's first point of the game. Well, let's see how Team Rebirth goes. We do have a slow joust. We do have Quacky. Quacky immediately throwing it down to McBubbles. McBubbles trying to throw it to Guinea, but unfortunately, it looks like, I think the Geo moved in front of the disc.
Yes.
I think that's what happened. To McBubbles with the butter hands. That's going to Jim Jim Sam. Jim Jim going for that half-court mail attempt. Unfortunately, does not land a little bit too high, but that does go into McBubbles' hand. McBubbles off the ceiling. What will he do? He'll throw it all the way down to Quacky. Quacky now doing a little bit of a bounce off the table, but it is a loose disc going into Sam's hand. Sam now gonna reset it all the way down to Bitter Waffle. That was a long reset. What will Sam do off Cloud? He's gonna throw it all the way to Jag. Jag upside down now. I think this is the first time we've seen upside down. Stolen by Quacky. Quacky going for the half court and lands the half court. Beautiful steal and shot attempt.
It was beautiful, and you know what? You play around a little too long, and you know what? That's what happens. You lose 3 points. But it is an offensive joust by the purple at Playhouse. We're going to be just over 5 minutes remaining out of the tubes, and Sam with the disc. Sam playing around once again and loses it once again to Quacky, who makes another 3-point shot, and we have a tie game.
Absolutely, very beautiful. It looks like they had that big lead. Maybe we put Cash's Curse on it, but hey, they're tied now. Let's see if Team Rebirth will ultimately get the win in the end. We don't want them to get to the end. We do want to see, at least me, a third round, as we have Sam passing it over to Jim Jim. Jim Jim throwing it down to Jag. Jag now to this, gonna walk it forward. Let's see, he's not getting contested. He's just gonna take the one-on-one goalie. Gonna juke out McGinney with the very beautiful save. Do a Bitter Waffle with the leech, but unfortunately that leech isn't enough. It does go into Death's Hand. Death, is that a half court? Let's see. No, it is a little bit too far off, as it does go into Jag's hands. Jag now gonna throw it up to Sam, but Sam gets stunned out. But it's okay, Jim Jim's there for that recovery. Jim Jim, is that in? No, it is a little bit too far. Maybe I was a little bit delusional. But we do have Jag getting it. Jag going for that, maybe a reset. I think that was a reset to Bitter Waffle, but Bitter Waffle is red. That's what I'm gonna call it. As we have Det throwing it to Guinea. Guinea not gonna take that attempt, as there is someone back. But he does try to throw it to Det. Det a little bit too short for that disc. As we're going to Jag, but no, it is stolen by Quacky. Quacky doing a little bit of dance moves on the floor. What's he gonna do? He's gonna reset it back to McBubbles. McBubbles now gonna throw it. Is that back to Det? That is back to Det. Det gonna throw it up to Quacky. Quacky, what is he gonna do? Trying to go, but it's a beautiful save by Sam. But is that Det? No, Det slaps it in a Bitter Waffle's hands. But Bitter Waffle goes to the clear, hits Nugget, but that's okay. Jag is there for that recovery, as Jag does throw it all the way down the field. Let's see who will get there first. It will be Quacky. This is just a back and forth. This is just who can go past the goalie. Let's see. Is that in? Oh, that is in. What was that?
That was, you know what? If you ask the player, that was completely intentional. I wouldn't believe that for a second, but wow, what a shot. That was insane. But we're going to have offensive joust by the purple Playhouse out of the tube. They come. It is Sam with the disc. Sam's going to get rid of it a little quicker this time. Over to Bitter Waffle. Bitter Waffle right through the center and down to the floor. Bounces off the wall. JJ's able to grab that. Jim Jim's going to bring it up and pass all the way to Jim. What? I must have something messed up on my names here. Yeah, I do. It's Jag with the disc. I apologize. Jag bringing it forward. Pass over to Bitter Waffle, and Bitter Waffle's going to try to send it in the back. Not going to go, but able to knock it in eventually for the 2 points. But the purple Playhouse is down by 1 still.
They may be down by 1, but there's still 2 minutes and 20 seconds in this game. Let's see how they will respond. Will they get a lead? Did I put a Cash's Curse on them early in the round? Let's see, as we do have Quacky. Quacky throwing it to Guinea. Guinea now throwing it to Quacky. Quacky throwing it to McBubbles. We're passing. We're a very big passing team right here. So we have Det with the disc. Det, he's going to pass to McBubbles, but unfortunately it's a little bit too far for McBubbles. That's okay. McBubbles gets the recovery. He's going to pass to Det. What is Det going to do? Off pillar. What will he's going to go for the attempt, but no, it dings out. As you have Guinea, and we do have Pinch with the sound effect, but a beautiful save by Sam. That's okay with Quacky. Quacky throwing it to Det. It's just a quick back and forth. Another ding. But that's okay. We have McBubbles there to put a 3-point lead on Team Purple Playhouse.
Wow. You know, Rebirth is working real hard, and it shows. They have taken the lead. It's only a minute and a half remaining. You know, they started this round down a player, and look at the score. That is amazing. But we might get that round 3. It is Purple Playhouse out of the tube. Sam go right side to Jim Jim. Jim Jim across court, but bounces off the geometry. It's going to be a little race there. Jim Jim is able to recover it, sends it through, but nobody there. Here comes the stack. It is Bitter Waffle for the Purple Playhouse. Over to Jag. Jag does a little dancing, passes over to Jim Jim, and in the goal for 2 points with 1 minute remaining. They're still down by 1.
That was a very beautiful duck and pass, and then the pass and finish coming from Jim Jim. I think that's pretty much by the textbook how you should play Echo, you know? Get past the stack, pass to your teammate on bubble, put it past the goalie. Let's see, we do have Quacky throwing it to Guinea throwing it to McBubbles. Let me guess, McBubbles going to Det. We've seen it over and over again, but how would they respond? Det does get stunned out by Jim Jim with the disc. Gonna clear all the way down the field. 30 seconds left. Will they get another 3 points? Let's see. That is 3 points. There is about 15 seconds for Team Rebirth to respond, or else this does end up in a loss for them, or possibly, hopefully, a tied game or a win for the round.
Wow, they are almost out of time. Technically, it's possible, but wow. You know what? No, it's not going to happen.
No.
Wow, that was an amazing comeback by the Purple Playhouse, but it is over. It is 2 rounds for the Purple Playhouse and 1 for Rebirth, but I got to tell you, Rebirth played incredibly well.
Absolutely. They did play, especially in that 3v4, they definitely held their own. It looked like maybe, I believe so, it was almost 2 minutes of no points being scored when it was a 3v4. But then, unfortunately, when that showed up, they lost the 3v4, and it cost 2 points to be put on their head.
Yep. And you know what? I got to end this because the way I have this set up, I cannot continue the stream once they exit the arena. So I'm going to say good night. Hey, I've been Pinch Nerve, and on the cams is absolutely nobody. And my guy Chromium, good night, and I hope this has been fun.
Good night, everyone.